Okay, now everything is good. Now, the reason I introduced this webinar program for all the participants at a very, very affordable rate. First, I'm going to give an introduction about this program so that since this is the first video, so that anyone who watch this video in the future understand about this program very well. Now, this program, it's inclusive of 52 weeks where every week I'll be giving a 1 hour session on Monday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. on GMT +8. Now, this is a interesting program where a lot of participants from different background, different strategy. They use different strategy. They have a different mindset. And the problem in this trading world, a lot of people are looking for good strategy. They're looking for a very sharp entry. All this is taking place, but a lot of people are missing something in this industry where it's not about strategy. It's not about strategy. What strategy provide for your successful trading is about 15 to 20%. But the balance, 80% is a psychology, your trade management, the missing links between the concepts, the understanding, all that is plays a very important. So these 52 weeks, you can be a very good price action trader, you can be a martingale trader, probably you are a range market trader, you are indicator trader or EA trader. So you can be any type of trader. But I know this 52 weeks will be adding so much of value for your trading because I cannot change a person's trader's mindset immediately. But what I can do is every single week, I can add something little bit, one step at a time so that I can transform all the participants who enrolled in this program to a better trader. Now, how can I learn and benefit? So this might be in your mind, and a lot of traders are asking me, Parthiban, is the webinar is recorded or not? Is the webinar will be for basic participants or is it advanced? Because I got 2 years experience. So a lot of people asking this kind of questions. So now I would like to explain what is this program all about and how you can benefit continuously from Price Action Guru. Now the intention, the goal of Price Action Guru is we want to be providing so much of knowledge and guidance to the traders throughout this online platform, this webinar platform, so that before you enroll the webinar and after you enroll, there's so much difference in your trading. Now, like you guys know, this is a live webinar where those who took the initiative to be here, literally you're seeing me live and I'm running the sessions live. And this session is going to be every Monday, 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, now, a lot of people ask me, Parthiban, do you teach MT4 mastery? Do you teach basic course? Do you teach key level? Because I see you advertising key level, order flow clearance, sniper entry. Now, guys, this webinar sessions, I'm going to teach you what are the blind spot in tradings. What are the blind spot that as a beginner, you will be missing it. As an experienced trader who have 10 years in the industry, what I can see and what the novice trader can't see is the crucial things here. And during this 52 weeks, I'll be trying to close the gap between the novice trader and experienced trader by each session. So we'll be covering a lot of blind spot. Like today's session is going to be on 1,000% ROI. So you'll be learning a lot on this. Second, you'll be learning the missing piece. Probably you understand support and resistance. But somehow when you trade, you things not really getting right for you. For example, you see a very good support and resistance where you're taking a trade. You're going to take a trade at a support. You place a pending order 0.01 and market trigger that and move favor to you. And you're so happy, you just close the PC, go for lunch or dinner. Then once you're back, price drop impulsively and hit your stop loss. I will be puzzled. Hey, come on, I look proper things. I look at the support and resistance and it was correct. But how come my trade hit stop loss? So as a continuous experience, this kind of experience can create frustration in a trader. Now, there's something missing here. The link and I'll be trying to fill the gap. I'll be telling you why is this happening, how can you tackle this. So the module of each week is going to be very practical, and it's going to be on live market. I will not be teaching a theories. Theories will be just one concept, but mostly we will see a lot of live examples, live videos, and a lot of live experiences. Now, no point you just learn and you don't make money. Just to make it more fascinating and interesting, what I've done, what I've designed this webinar, where first 40 minutes I'll be teaching you guys concept like today how 1000% ROI is possible. What are the concepts which contradicts to many traders out there, and what do you need to look for right after you take the trade, and what are the criteria you must look for in the market so that it gives you 500 to 1000% ROI. And every week I'll be giving 2 trading opportunities so that you can just experience how the trading goes. And if you have $100 capital, $300 capital, $1,000 capital, I would like to advise you guys to try out on your real life account the trade that I'm giving, not with a big volume. Try to cover with a small volume because you need to gain confidence over the period. So now this is the first session. Try with a small volume just to gain confidence. As your confidence level increases, what you can do is you can scale your volume bigger and bigger so that you can harvest a big profit from this. Now, a lot of my price session traders ask, Parthiban, we paid so much, $1,000, $1,500 USD, and why this webinar is so affordable, so cheap, $1, and if they purchase yearly, it's only $249. Now, the reason, I just want to make it very clear, the reason I do this because we have grown to a different stage where Price Action Guru is expanding to international market, and I see a lot of traders were in the beginning stage where you just started your trading career, and you might be looking a lot of resources out there in the market, which is not really presented to traders in a right way, where everything is theoretical, and that's not the way to be profitable. So what I see is probably you don't need to waste 3 years, 5 years exploring this, or 10 years exploring, knowing this, where we have explored and learned and mastered this. So we're going to give this to a lot of traders. Our intention is to add value and want to turn you to be a profitable trader. Now, just to be on track, are you guys listening to me? If yes, everything's good. Can you guys hear me? So just say, comment yes, yes. So for any questions, okay, good, awesome. So I know everyone's listening. Now, those who have different time zone, that probably some of you guys are from Canada. I think a lot of people are from Canada, Pakistan, India, Singapore. Some of you guys most of you guys from Malaysia and other part of the countries. Now, this session will be recorded, and the best part is every participant who have paid will be given a education portal link, probably in another 1 or 2 weeks time, where every single webinar that we are recording now will be included in the online portal, where you'll be given access. You can rewatch again and again to strengthen your understanding. I would recommend every one of you guys to rewatch again and again, because every session is very valuable session, and it will be recorded. If you miss, just try to watch the video immediately, probably within few hours, because I'm giving a live trade opportunity so that you can take advantage. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me, hey, Parthiban, what are the topics you're covering on this 52 weeks? Now, what I've given, there's a 5 category over here. First, what don't work in indicator and price action. So there'll be 5 webinars, 5 weeks on this. And a lot of people ask me, Parthiban, do you teach key level? Because your other students have thought about key level. They spoke about sniper entry, all this. So this webinar program, I'm only going to share a single strategy, which is the order flow players, which is very powerful. And why I share this strategy, because you can be from different type of trader, and you have different mindset, different belief system, different psychology. So for me to change your psychology to be profitable trader, I should not disturb your existing trading model, where I need to transform you gradually, step by step, to be a profitable trader. So this order flow clearance is an institutional trader strategy, where how the real orders in the market flows. So literally you understand the market orders placement, then you can take a buy trade, sell trade, manage your trade. So this strategy will be very, very powerful and helpful to you guys. And the third category is pre-recorded live trading examples. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, why got 25 sessions here? There'll be only like few market structure there, where range market, trending market, range plus trending. So there's a different type of market. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a live examples, live trades in this kind of market, and I'll be sharing you the outcome of the trades. Some of the sessions I might take a live trade, some I'll be taking a live trade in live account, but I'll be recording that and be sharing with you guys, because not all the time we are able to perform on a live on Monday. Sometimes market won't move. If the bank holiday, the market won't move. So besides that, what are the market? Sometimes how to trade during non-farm payroll. Everything will be included in this sector. Fourth category is trading tools and money management. This will be one major things. And last is the psychology of winning plus mistakes to avoid in the trading industry. So altogether we'll be coming to 52 weeks. So this 52 weeks will be a massive adding value to you guys. And without wasting time, let's jump into today's session. Now, I want you guys to comment on the chat box. Now, a lot of people are impressed and excited. Hey, Parthiba, I want to make 1,000% ROI possible. Now, what do you think? Like, a lot of people out there are making like 1%, 2% per trade, 5% risking 5% per trade. Now, what are the things needed for me to achieve 1,000%? Can you guys comment how to make 1,000%? Let's say your capital is $100. How to make $100 to $500, which is 500%, or $100 to 1,000%, 1,000% ROI. How is that possible? What should a trader do to achieve that? Manage risk management, Moonwai. Okay. What else? How about other participants? Guys, this is not one-way communication. It's both, where the more you interact, the more information I can share about others. What is needed? Money management, good. Like what kind of money management was it? Let the trade run. Maybe that's good. That's true, because if you close early, you might exceed with the little return. John Crane, awesome. Follow the trend, good. Tight stop loss, money management, good. Good setup, small drawdown, trading time, good. Good risk reward, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Wow. Entry and exit plan, good. So this looks like a lot of experienced traders in the room. Good. Okay, now, very good. Okay, now, there's only three parameters you can modify, or you can take advantage. Let me show you that. Volume, capital, and profits. So whatever you guys mentioned is correct. This is the outcome. But what are the parameters? When you're keen in MT4, it's not that risk reward plays a role. The trading time doesn't play a role. Drawdown or tight stop loss, all that is the measurement that you take to manage your trade. But what is the key is over here: volume, capital, and profits. Now, why am I emphasizing on this is, now let me show you something here. And then, okay. Okay, guys, capital $100. Let's say your capital is $100, and your another capital you got $10,000. This is a case study. one. Okay. Now let's say I give you a entry rule. There's a setup where market moves with the trend, like you guys mentioned, moves with the trend, and currently the price is somewhere here. Now, currently price is somewhere here. Okay, you decided to sell this market. You decided to sell. Decided to sell. Okay. Now, the person who have a capital $10,000 sees this opportunity and he say, okay, there's an opportunity for me to sell. He'll be selling here, and his stop loss, most of the traders will be placing their stop loss somewhere here. Okay. And the person who capital capital $10,000, it might trade with in a H4 or D1 time frame where you only see once in a day, where you place a sell, place a stop loss, and you leave it. So it might take about 4 to 5 days to hit his TP, or it move favor to him, probably like this, 4 to 5 days. But a person with $100 capital, this one, cannot trade the way the guy who have capital $10,000 trades. So this guy, this guy who have $100 capital, he got to wait for the best time with a least reversal so that he can bang a big volume, so that he can harvest a big ROI. Now, what are the things? Example over here. Let me show you an example. Now, a person who have capital $100, let's say he plays with a 20 pip stop loss. This is the stop loss. A trade setup like this. He takes a trade over here. His stop loss is only 20 pips. Sell. Okay. Once you take the trade, if the price move 100 pips favor to him, then how do we calculate the volume? I don't know whether you guys know how position size calculator being used. A simple calculation that you can use is, let's say your capital is $100. You must use position size calculator, but just for simple calculation, $100 divided by 20 pips will be given $5 per pips. $5 per pips is actually 0.5 volume. Now, okay. So once you take a trade here, place the trade here, your stop loss is just 20 pips. And if the price move favor to you, you'll be having a profit of $500. But the same setup, a person who have $10,000 capital, you will risk 0.1%, oh sorry, 1%, which is $100, and he places a stop loss around somewhere this level, because this is the big time frame, higher time frame trade setup. So you'll be just taking a trade over here and you place stop loss, and you will be only looking at a chart every 4 hour or daily once. So this guy having a stop loss of 100 pips and price move another 100 pips. Now guys, I want you to observe something. Both of them enter at the same price, same entry. Both of them enter at this level. Only thing, the volume varies. The volume is different, and the exit point is same exit point, 100 pips profit. But look at the $10,000 capital guy. His volume is 0.1 because his risk 1% of the capital, which is $100, and the risk is 100 pips and the profit is $100. So the return of investment that on this setup, this guy makes 1%, this guy makes 500%. Now, why I share this concept is it's very important that in trading, like a lot of traders, even experienced traders, this happens. The risk is not in the market, the risk is in you, where sometimes we out of control, we go revenge trade, sometimes we If you're very moody that day, you might be entering a big volume, or you may not place your stop loss because of carelessness. So these are the risk of humans, where not every traders are very disciplined, where most of the people are not disciplined. This is the fact. And when you make a mistake, you can expose your entire capital to risk. So what I'll recommend traders like you guys, those who are watching this, don't put a big capital in the market. You don't need to put big capital and only risk $100. Try to put as a small capital as possible, probably $100, exactly $100, and you risk your $100, entire $100. So if you make any mistakes, let's say your bank balance is $10,000 capital, you only take $100 from the bank. Let me draw that so that you can understand a better clarity. Let's say you have $10,000. $10,000. Instead of putting the entire money on MT4, and you risk 1% of your capital, which is $100. And if you make any mistakes or the broker shut down or market spread widening, all that, literally your capital, entire capital at risk. So what I'm recommending is, instead of placing that, keep $10,000 on your bank. Let's say this is the MT4, 9,800. Just keep this in your bank. Let's say you just keep in the bank. You don't want to promote any bank here. Okay, just keep in your bank. And your MT4, just deposit probably $200. And probably you can risk the $200 into two opportunities, like whatever I'm going to give this week. Let's say GBP USD and USD CHF. And you can split your $200 into two trades, $100 each, and you can take advantage on the trade. Now, end of the week, assume your $200 capital. This trade gives you 1 to 3 risk reward. This trade give you 1 to 1. Assume it's a profitable week. So your $100 will become $300 here, and your $100 will become $100. So at the end of the week, your $200 becomes $600. This is $400 plus your capital is $200, $600. Then what you should do is, out of the $600, your principal is $200, your profit is $400. What I recommend is take the $400, withdraw, and put it back in your bank. The longer you keep your money in your brokerage, you might be thinking that's your money. You might be taking a higher risk, and you might expose the profit to the market, and you might lose the money. So every week or every 2 weeks, one design a system where you withdraw the money from the marketplace. It's not your money until you withdraw the money. So this is the concept I want to explain to you guys. This is how the 1,000% ROI is possible. It's not that it's a strategy. It's just actually money management, how you skew the volume, the entries, and the risk towards your favorite things. This is a money management perspective. Now, I'm here not to teach a strategy for today, but what I'm here, I want to explain is, what is the best environment for 1,000% ROI growth? You can be using any strategy. Probably you can use a simple trend entry, a simple Bollinger Band or RSI, or any strategies. So I really can't comment on the trade setup that you're looking before, the criteria that you're looking to take before you take the trade. But what I'm going to share is any strategy right after you take the trade, how the market should move, or what are the step by step the market should move, so that it can give you 500 to 1,000% ROI. Does it sound logic? Now, you can use any strategy to take a trade, because there's a lot of strategy to take a trade. But how the market should move, this is the early sign that if you see the sign, that means it's going to go, there's a potential to grow 1,000%. I'm going to share you that today. So as a price action guru, today we're only going to speak about right after you take the trade. If you see this sign step by step, that means you have a potential to grow the trade to 1000%. Now I took a trade. Let me show you that. Okay, this is the momentum favoring your trade. Now I'm going to show you. Wait, let me show you the. So for any questions, guys? Oh, we got 39 participants here. Okay, any questions, guys? Just post. I'll be answering towards the end. Now I need to show you the other screen. Now, okay. Can you guys see the MT4? Okay, good. Now, this is GBP NZ. This is GBP NZ. Hold on, yeah. Okay, GBP NZ. Now, look at this trade. I actually placed a trade here right after the trade triggered and it was moving favor. Now, what I want to ask you guys is why, what are the signs that I saw over here, this area? Let me highlight this area. What are the signs that, okay, why I took the trade is a different, yeah, this is demo, this for education purpose I'm showing you. So I'll be showing the live later. So there's actually two brokerages that I'm using. One is Finotech and another one was GMI. So GMI is live, this Finotech is a demo account. So why I took the trade over here, the strategy is totally different. But what I'm going to show you now is why, what are the character that you should see in this trade so that it has a potential to grow. Now, if you see this one, probably this trade was taken here. The stop loss is about 80 pips, but it moved more than 800 pips. That's 1000% growth, 80 to 800 pips. Now, what are the things that you should identify in the trade? Okay, let me share you that. Now, okay. Okay, let me draw. Okay. 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 For buy, assume the price is coming to this territory, and I want you guys to look at this. I'm going to share because you might have a different reason to take the trade. Now you could see a lot of confluence zone and take a trade, or you see some indicator, pin bar, 2-bar reversal, everything. So that's it's subjective to your trading model. But what you should see is assume you place a buy order here. Let's say you place a buy order. Buy order. Let me write buy. Let's say you place a buy order. Right after you place a buy order, what you should see if it has a potential to move or not. If at all, if before what you should see, what you should not see. Right after you place a one lot, for example, one lot. Right after you place a one lot, if the market just showing some indecision like this, okay, this is exposed to risk. There's a high chance for the price to drop because the momentum is towards downward. Once you place a trade, let's say that kind of trade don't take, right after you place the trade, price drop further down and just bleeding, that means the momentum is still towards downward, so you better exit the trade. So what you want to see, or what I want to see right after I place the trade, what I want to say is, I want the price to slide higher and higher, higher. Right after I place the trade, if I see the price moving higher and higher, then that means I have a potential to grow the trade because the momentum is as I predicted. Now, once the price moves here, it's not immediately just going to shoot up like this. What will take place is Once it's moved to this territory, a lot of traders will be looking to sell at this point because they'll be saying this is a Fibonacci 50% or Fibonacci 61.8%. They'll be looking to go short. So I want them to see that way so that I can take advantage. So once price move, price will drop slightly to this territory. These are the best area to go in long. And right after this, price must shoot up so that I can break even my trade and go to the zero risk trade. Now, let's just look at this concept, and I'm going to show you the example that I took on the live market web. Okay, look at this area. Guys, this is the first day of me trading for this year. So this was the last year's trade, which towards I think December, yeah. So I'm not really trading yet. So today is the first day of me trading. So I'm going to give a lot of entries after this. So let's see. Now, right after I place the trade, this is where I place my trade. Right after I place the trade, what I want to say is I want the price to slide lower and lower. So a lot of other traders will see this as an opportunity because they will be seeing this impulsive candle. Can you see the impulsive candle? A lot of people thought this is uptrend because it's going higher and higher. So what they thought is uptrend, they will be dragging the Fibonacci here from this to this point at 50, 60%. A lot of traders will be buying here. So when the price drops to this territory, naturally buyers will be picking up the price and they think this is a good buy price. So what I want to do is I want to see the opportunity. I want to take a trade here, and I want the price to move lower, and I want the price to hover here sometime. Even if I miss this trade, I'll be adding more volume here. I want to add more sell. Then price must go to the 50 to 60, 61% territory and must take the buyer's orders. Once the buyer's orders trade taken and you see a lot of buy signal pin bar, what I call by pin bar is this one, pin bar. So this is a sign for buyers coming into the trade. A lot of people who see this will be thinking, oh, okay, buyers already in, let's buy. So more buy orders being placed and price drop, stop loss hunting taking place. Then when the price drop and drop, those who took the trade who exceed here see the 1000% growth. So I think this example is good for those who first time looking at this. Now, let me go to the slide. Let me draw this so that you can copy this and use this as a reference. The buy can be any reason you're buying, but right after you buy, the price should slide higher to the 50 or 61% of the Fibonacci. Then price must show a sign of pin bar or two bar reversal so that the Fibonacci traders orders being taken. Price will be making a small drop, and this is where the price must do the stop loss hunting for with the trend traders, and price must slide go higher. So these are the area where you can take a trade. First entry 1, and this is the entry 2. If you have taken a trade here, then if the price do the stop loss hunting, like I mentioned, Fibonacci traders orders must taken. And when you take a trade, it has to be show opposite sign, because a lot of the seller sign will be shown here. There would not be any sign of buyers. That's where the best price for buyers to come in. If you can see the buy entry, buy candle, and you can see a very clear trend, that means you consider very late. When you are going into the market at a very late. So this for buy. For sell, you can take any reason for take a sell trade. If you take a sell trade at this level, okay, at this level, right after your trade trigger, price must slide lower to the 50% or 61% of the Fibonacci area. And once triggered here, you should see this kind of sign, which frightening those who are selling, and price must go slightly higher to this level. And this is the second entry that you can take. Second entry, first entry, second entry, and price must do the stop loss hunting for the Fibonacci traders entry, and price must go lower and lower. So now, what as a trader we can do is, no one actually can predict how far it's going to move. But let's say you take a trade here, you change the color. Let's say you've taken a trade somewhere here, another trade here. Once price reach this level, probably you can try to break even and leave the trade running so that you can see after 1 day or 2 days that price move 100 pips, 150 pips, then you can see a good growth there. And for sell, you've taken a trade here and second entry here. Once price do the first Fibonacci traders stop loss hunting and try to grow the trade. Now, those who are in the webinar room, try to draw this on your piece of paper. Let me give you 30 seconds. Just draw this or take a snapshot. I'm going to go into a market and I'm going to show you some examples. So I give you 30 minutes. So far, everyone, maybe hopefully Trump doesn't disturb. Okay. So once done, just comment that done. Where should we put stop loss when we take the first trade? Okay, that's a good one. Okay, generally, I'll tell you, a lot of people who take the trade here, taking a trade here requires taking a trade over here. Okay, taking a trade at this level and this level requires another knowledge, which you have to look at this area. So I really can't comment on that now because a lot of people are using different strategy. What I can comment is, so let's see the second entry that you're taking over here. What you can do is give a distance of a buffer of like 25 pips from the bottom and place your stop loss here. And let's say you take a trade here and try to place about 25 pips stop loss slightly above from the peak, the highest weak area. So that for now, I think you can be safeguard from the stop loss hunting. So okay, any questions, guys, so far? Okay, let's see the chart. Okay, I will be spending about 45 minutes on the notes and 15 minutes for this week's trading opportunity. Now, let's see another example. I'm going to show you another example. Okay, this week's trading opportunity, you see, I've done a marking on the daily chart and H4. Okay, H4. This is another trade that I've placed on. This is actually demo account. This is demo account, but from next session onward, I'll be giving a live example because if you see my Facebook post, everything was on live. That's market just started. Today is 6th January. And guys, I don't understand why. I mean, probably when you're a novice trader, you're excited, you want to trade throughout the year. I see a lot of traders still trading even after Christmas and New Year. There's no liquidity in the market. Sometimes the market might move here and there, but look at this market. How was the market reacting on 23rd January, 26th December? Look at this movement. 60 pips. I mean, I don't know what the spread widening at this period, probably about 20, 30 pips. And look at the 1st January. There's so much of ranging market and it's really not moving. It only moved like 37 pips in a day. So there's no liquidity yet in the market. So a lot of traders will be joining probably after 1 week of New Year. Then the liquidity will come to the market. Okay. So guys, so for this week's trading opportunity, first I'm going to go into GBP USD. See now, what the market have done is, like I mentioned earlier, there's a reason for me to take a sell trade. What I'm going to share is what are the things that you should see right after you took a sell trade. Now, assume you place a sell trade somewhere here. Assume you place a sell trade somewhere here at this area, and after you place a stop loss, sell trade, price rally down. Can you see the price move down? Price really rally down. Then where is the Fibonacci? You must see where the buyers Fibonacci. So they might be taking a 50% to 60% at this area. They will be buying. So these are the areas where the Fibonacci traders hold the price, reverse the price, and they try to bring the price even higher. Our price is going to this territory. So like I mentioned, the example step by step, price dropped and hold by the Fibonacci traders and 50 to 60%, that price is rallying up. So this morning when I look at the chart, the price was here and price was here. So I'm expecting the price to reach even higher to this level. So I'm looking to go short at this area and I'll place my stop loss. A lot of people will be placing the stop loss right above this level, which I don't want to place there. Probably I'll be taking advantage at this level, and my stop loss would be with a buffer of 20 pips, 25 pips, 30 pips. That'll be different. So stop loss placement is totally a different skill set. So I'm going to explain to you guys. Probably you can design the trade model for this trade. As the price reaches this territory, you take a first sell trade, then second sell trade, third, fourth. So it's not sure whether the price is going to reach this level or not. Probably most likely the price just reached this level and drop. So these are the possibilities I see for this GBP USD for this week. So how you can take advantage is, these are the areas you can place a sell trade and your stop loss should be somewhere above here. And I'll be taking advantage if the price reach here. I'm taking bigger advantage. And I'm expecting the price to drop to this territory for this week. So I see a good sell for GBP USD. Okay, that's for GBP USD. Now, for USD CHF, it's a very strong, slow moving pair where on a live account, I took a trade somewhere here. So what I do is every time I take a trade, I do place on a demo and a live, because when sometimes like you excited, you don't see certain things. Once you place on a demo, you see the chart again, then you see a better things. So these are another tips that you can apply in your trading. So this is a good sell area, price rally down to the bottom. Now, if you ask me, is that sellers dominating or buyers dominating? At the moment, sellers are still dominating the market, but a lot of buyers already see this as an opportunity. So what I'm expecting is, what I want you guys to expect also, let the price create a new high, like I mentioned for the buy entry, let it create new high, let the Fibonacci traders to hold the price here and push the price slightly lower, where this is the area you should buy. Not now, this is a second entry. So once you take a trade here, try to grow the trade at least to this territory. So there's a lot of potential for dollar Swiss franc to be uptrend and GBP USD to be downtrend. So these are the two opportunities for this week. So what I'll be doing is I'll be showing this week's trading example on the next week's webinar, what's the outcome, whether our trade is being profitable or not. So all that will be a continuous learning curve for those who are watching this. And there's only two trades that I see is a good at the moment for this week, because the market just started and the trades will be start picking up probably next week onwards. So those who are watching this, take a trade only a small capital. Let's say you have $100 capital, you can place a 0.02 or 0.01 for start. Take a baby step, build your confidence, then you can scale your volume. Okay. Now by 9:45, will you be discussing your entry criteria? Now, okay, I think Mr. Mir Islam just entered. Now, what I'll be sharing, I think I shared with you guys earlier. What I'll be sharing, okay, I just shared there's actually few the best reasons, best entries you can take off for 1,000% growth or 500% growth. Before is the trade setup, the strategies that you might have now. But what I can share with you is if you can see your past history, past example, right after you take the trade, the market must move the way I said, like move like this way. Then only you have a potential to grow the trade. Okay, let's say you see RSI. I don't use RSI or Bollinger Band, but let's say there's a signal for you to sell here. Right after you place a sell trade, if the market move favor towards the 50% to 61% of the Fibonacci traders of buyers, then you're on the right track. Then price must move slightly higher to freak out the sellers who took the trade. Then you're on right direction, and price will move lower. So this is the psychology part where a lot of traders will have still correct trade. You might have the right sell trade, but this movement will freak you out and you might exit the trade, close the trade very fast. So this is where you should hold the trade and grow the trade as long as possible. Okay, so guys, this is the first section I've shared. I spent some time explaining how the webinar program is going to go. And today, this week, okay, like I just make a fast recap what we have done. I explained what are the ways you can learn, how you can benefit from this, and what are the 1,000% ROI possible. A lot of people think, oh, it's the participant strategy and it's the entries. No, there's only three elements here: volume, capital, profits. If you know how to play with this, you can really skew your entries, which is same entry towards, instead of 1%, you can turn it to 500% without risking your capital, your other good capitals to a risk. So this is the concept I explained here earlier. And I want to share, I did share with you guys that what is the best environment for 1,000% growth. Right after you take the trade, what you should see. So I did explain on the buy. Let me re-explain again. Right after you place a buy order, the price must go towards the, probably like this. You see this is a Fibonacci 50 to 61% zone. Price must reach this level and sellers must start selling. Sellers must start selling as though this is with the trend, and price must drop. This is where the institutional traders and other traders pick the price and reverse it. So these are the criteria that you need to look for. And if it happens, and do the second stop loss hunting for the, please show the MT4 again. Want to take snapshot? Sure. So this video available, bro. I think you guys can take a snapshot again and again. So I'll give you access to that. So once the stop loss done for the Fibonacci traders, that's where you grow your trade. Okay. And for sell, primary price will reach this level. You take a sell trade. It must drop to the 50 to 60% Fibonacci zone. Once you place a buy trade, it has to go and freak you out your entry trades. And a lot of buyers will place stop loss. Once these things happen, that's where you grow your trade, break even your trade and grow your trade. Now, what I want you guys to do is, yeah, there'll be, okay, I think Master is updating. What I want you guys to do is try to identify the market structure that you see that's similar to this. Try to practice with that and collect that as your module or your empty your notes. Usually you look at 4 hour time frame. Bro, it's not that time frame is important or it makes a big role. What I'm explaining here is the market structure movement. It happens on a 1 minute to daily chart, weekly chart, same. So it depends on what time frame do you trade. It's very subjective. But I'll be covering another webinar on which time frame is best to trade. So I'll be giving more detail in that. Now, this week's opportunity, I want you guys to mark this. Dollar Swiss franc is a good buy trade, and GBP USD would be a good sell trade. So I've explained on the MT4 how the market structure. Well, let me show you again the MT4 chart so that those who missed just now can recap. This is GBP USD. I'm looking to go short at this area. Okay, and dollar Swiss franc. I want the price to create new high first. It's not that I'm going to buy now. I want the price to create new high. First, the price must go to this level and then drop. Then only I'll buy. So I will not be buying now. I'll be buying at this level. Okay, that's for the two opportunities for this week. And any questions, guys? Those who I can stick about another 5 more minutes. I can take up your questions. Any questions? I can answer another 1 or 2 questions. Any questions? Then we got a problem. What problem, bro? So far, no. So, will you teach how to recognize stop loss and take? Yes, bro. Not today. I'll be teaching in the future webinar. I'll be covering on that. Sell second entry correct. Sell second entry correct. Bro, I don't understand. FIBO 50%. Arbinder, can you rephrase your question? Hey, come on, don't ask other pairs all year, bro. These lanes still a sell trade. Got to check on, and I'll share on the Holy Grail group. Okay. Arbinder, I think I want to answer your questions. Sell second entry correct, FIBO 50%. Are you telling me or asking question, bro? Asking, bro. Euro USD H4. Okay, guys. Okay, what I'll do is I'll be sharing all these trades on Facebook so that everyone can benefit from this. Euro USD New Zealand yen. I'll explain. I'll share the charts. Set up similar to what you. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. What factor we should consider to take the trade? What factors, guys? Do we have WhatsApp group for this webinar? No. This webinar is just interaction through video, and they'll be given an education portal. So it's actually, you only can interact with Mr. Parthiban, myself, and the team during the webinar sessions. So if you guys want to be the part of the team, there's other options and other services that'll be in the different things. So this webinar program, since you guys have enrolled and paid on things, I really want to add value. I don't do any upselling in this session. Those who are interested to learn, you probably can just drop me a message. I'll be able to explain to you guys. Now, any other questions, guys? I'm happy to guide you guys. Okay, good. So, question answer sessions. Any last questions that I want to answer? You guys want me to answer related to today's session? Valuable info. Thanks again. Thank you. Good. Thank you, Chief. So, if what I want you guys to do is, whatever information that you picked up today and you apply on a live trade and you uh, you see a good profit, take the snapshot and share with us, share with me in my Facebook wall, or send me in WhatsApp, or send me in email. I'll be happy to see that thing, because we're adding so much value at a very affordable, reasonable price to a lot of people, and that's 1,000% can do it every week. It's not every week. It's matter. It's what time frame do you see? If let's say you trade on 30 minutes, 15 minutes, all you need is one single trade to take this growth. So my screen went off. Why your screen went off, bro? Is everyone's screen went off? No. Okay. 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 Good. I think. Bro, but how can it can show the USD CHF FT4 again? Okay. Okay. Let's show the USD CHF. Okay, bro. This is the trade, and what you should look for is you should wait for price to go higher, drop. It might drop to this level, or drop to this level, or drop to this level, drop to this level. So you must take advantage for now and grow your trade. That's the for dollar Swiss franc. And for GBP USD, what I'm expecting is the price can rise to this level or higher, or even higher, then can drop. So there's a potential for price to drop from this territory. So you can actually design something to take advantage on this area. Okay, so Muthu, I think I've given the chart to you, so it's clear. Just stick to this trade. There's a lot of 20, 30 charts. So all you need is to understand the concept, change one thing at a time, just take one step closer to the profitable path. Okay.